glad to have you on yet another fascinating edition of Hello Africa, the show where we bring you updated stories in the world of entertainment, sports, and of course, politics. And not to forget, we have great lineups for you on the show. All you need to do is sit tight and enjoy all that we're swinging by. And I'm not doing the show alone, people. I've got the amazing BC with me on the show.
Thank you very much, Nathan. You look good this morning.
I appreciate. How you doing too?
I'm doing good. I hope you had a very wonderful weekend.
Yes, I did. Very eventful weekend. How was your weekend?
Not all that eventful, but it was good.
Okay. So if you had your weddings, your birthday celebration, whatever it is you celebrated over the weekend, or you're still celebrating, we're celebrating alongside with you, and we're saying congratulations. So we're just going to go straight to the top stories. And the first one here is about COVID-19. Okay, Nigeria records 964 new cases, total deaths now 2,522, NCDC.
I think at this point they should start telling us if it's the Delta variant or just the
is the COVID-19
or if it's just, whatever variant it is, they should please just be telling us. Let us know. We can't just be shoving numbers down our throats.
The thing is, people are even scared. Like you have a flu, you're scared because you don't even have an idea of what they're going to say is wrong with you. Because the symptoms that comes with, one having COVID-19, it still surrounds when you're having
malaria.
Yes, malaria of, cold and all that. Because there's cough, there's catarrh, there's sneezing.
There's loss of taste.
Yes.
And all of that. Well, I trust my Nigerians. Once they have all of these symptoms, the first thing to take is anti-malaria and antibiotics. They take it, they're good, they're moving on.
But do not self-medicate. Yes.
That's a very tough one. I don't
Do
know how you're going to tell Nigerians not to self-medicate. I mean, self-medication is like part of what we do. It's like, I won't say it's part of our culture, but come on, even mothers will just look at their children and say, okay.
Mothers are medical doctors that didn't study medicine, okay? They just have this gift that they can just say,
okay, so
it's
now,
malaria,
okay, now it's a gift.
stomach
Now it's a gift.
It's a gift. When you're a mother, I think it comes with being a mother. Anyway, let's move on to the next story.
All right. LG Congresses, why we adopted consensus option, Bauchi APC Congress chairman.
Okay.
So a lot of people had predicted largely that the consensus Congress would be a controversial exercise, owing to the fact that APC is facing a lot of legal obstacles. I mean, especially with the fact of how a high court in Asaba had stopped the party from going ahead with the Congress and also restrained the governor of Yobe State, Mala Buni, and other APC members from acting as the APC National Committee caretaker. Right, but APC being APC went ahead with the Congress. And it was very peaceful. So the Bauchi APC Congress chairman, Honorable Jibrin Samuel, he revealed that the consensus option was opted for in view of reducing tension and preventing intruders from the People's Democratic Party.
Is it during the election?
During the Congress, the consensus Congress. The consensus is about choosing new local government leaders, across the country. So they're preventing People's Democratic Party's intruders from hijacking or sabotaging the exercise. Don't be surprised.
Like politics,
don't be surprised by
there's so much games going on.
That's what I don't say. Don't be surprised by APC PDP news. 2023 is around the corner, so we're going to be getting a lot of APC, PDP back and forth.
Yes, absolutely.
Of course, we have other parties. They're just others.
Okay, and NDLEA. Yes.
Yeah.
We can never support legalization of cannabis. I think I will go with this because we've seen situations where young boys are out of school due to, drug abuse.
Okay.
So legalizing things like weed, marijuana, and the likes is definitely going to complicate a lot. Because they're trying to regulate the abuse. We see situations where people are being nabbed for even, usage of these things, the marijuana. Maybe they're trying to take it to another country and they are being nabbed. And now some people are saying they should legalize it. So I'm of the opinion that it should not be legalized.
Well, I'm of the opinion that it should be legalized.
Okay,
as soon
let's hear you
as
out.
possible. Okay, so let me just quote what the NDLEA chairman said
Okay.
in the report where he said, he is not supporting. I quote, "We can never support legalization, and I don't see how the National Assembly will pass the act because I know 90% or more of the honorables and distinguished members of the National Assembly know the implications of their legislation," he said. He also went on to say, "They dare not go back to their constituencies if anyone cites the legislation because we have seen the implications on the ground, which is the youths, the families, all being destroyed because of cannabis and drugs." The first problem I have with this statement is cannabis is a drug on it. Other drugs are there, right? There's codeine, there's Colorado, there's Rohypnol, there's cocaine, other hard substances. So you can't take the wider scope of things and say because of this we are blocking out something that has a potential for positive health benefits.
Okay,
right?
I understand that it's medicinal. Don't get me wrong, because
Okay.
you've seen situations where cancer patients are even asked to, take stuffs like that so it can calm them down, maybe during chemo and stuff. Yes.
Okay.
Okay, and it has a way of easing the pain, But at the end of the day, when you legalize this thing, you are no longer in control of who uses the drugs, whether they're sick, whether they are being prescribed or not. So if they are going to legalize this, then there should be some kind of, you must show a prescription, that this is a prescription. But people actually,
let's not do the prescription thing.
You can actually, yes, because
I would not say we should do the prescription bit.
It's just going to be a generation loaded with thinking of how to abuse drugs.
Okay, even before, either they legalize it or not, it's being abused.
I know.
Exactly.
And that's what I'm saying.
Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. Alcohol, is it abused or not?
Of course it's being abused.
Is it legalized? Is it legalized?
In a way, right?
Cigarettes, is it abused or not?
Is abused.
Is it legalized?
Let me say it's not allowed to take it like put it on, certain platforms to advertise. Yes.
Wait, what?
Yes, cigarettes.
Basically,
don't even have
the average Nigerian
They know
above
where to
18
get
can
it.
get cigarettes. That's the whole point. Exactly.
Yes.
Nobody's going to arrest them. I mean, if you're
nobody.
holding packs of cigarettes, NDLEA will not arrest you.
No.
All right. So now the thing is, tobacco that is certified by World Health bodies, that you take this, you will die young. If you take this, you are endangering your health. It is certified. There's no two way about it.
It kills your vital organs.
And people still take it.
Yeah.
The tobacco industry is worth billions of dollars. All right. Now imagine the marijuana or cannabis industry. Ondo State, which happens to be one of the largest producers of cannabis, has their governor, in fact, Rotimi Akeredolu, is part of the people that supports legalizing the weed, the cannabis thing.
Maybe he has a farm.
Possibly, I want to know.
And he wants to push his
tell.
ministry. I mean, to the next level and stuff like that.
Even on the same statement, I think about last year or so, NDLEA says they burnt down 100 billion naira worth of cannabis. That's a lot of money. Imagine if that amount of money was taxed. Imagine if that amount of revenue was diverted into creating more sorts of income and livelihood for other people. I mean, the people that plant it, the people that harvest it, the people that water it, the people that
are going to
sell
buy
it, brand it, package it. It's a whole industry on its own.
Okay.
So yes, it should be legalized.
If it's going to be legalized, I still stand by the fact that there should be a license. There should be prescription card given to whoever is going to handle that. You tell them, okay, I was, prescribed this drugs by so person.
That's for the medical type, the medical strain. I'm talking about day-to-day consumption.
No.
Day-to-day consumption,
No,
I feel like
it makes people go crazy. We already have crazy situations. We already see people going crazy on their suits and their jeans and their ties. Then when you now leave everybody to start taking marijuana, then hey, we don't know what we'll just see a lot going down. So it's a no-no. Let's move on.
Let's move on to the next story.
Okay, and the next one says...
Akwa Ibom Commissioner of Police orders arrest of ASP over death of suspect. So the Akwa Ibom Commissioner of Police, Andrew Emiengeme, I hope I pronounced that properly, who has great respect for fundamental human rights, knows that contemporary policing, this is what he says, I think it's his philosophy or something, contemporary policing isn't about torture and should not be tolerated. So to actualize this, the CP ordered for the immediate arrest, detention for questioning of ASP Johiga Michael, who preliminary investigation revealed was the officer who effected the arrest of late Kubiat Isaac. Right, so Kubiat Isaac is a person who has been suspected for alleged armed robbery, participating in cultism and all of that, who has evaded arrest severally. So on August 29th, he was arrested in Ennis stores and was brought into the police division, where the DPO then referred him to the state CID, and then the state CID, on getting to the state CID, he said he was sick. Okay, fine. They transferred him to the police clinic, and from there they said he passed on. Like he gave up the ghost.
That's
So,
scary.
what happened?
We really need to understand a lot, because when you talk about state CID, they are not friendly. Oh, really? Do you want to try them? Because they say police is your friend. The state CIDs are not friendly. They go all out to get their stories. They can do anything, torture, whatever it is, just to get somebody confessing. You even have situations where somebody is not even guilty of the crime, but because the torture is too much, you're like, okay, whatever, you know, and they just accept, yes, that he's
I think that's what the Akwa Ibom
because they will even tell you that they will waste you and nothing is going to happen. They say it. They say it. Okay. I was at an event place recently, and somebody was talking about, you know, police brutality, and a particular police officer, I think the case is even ongoing right now because he had to report the case, because the man said any day he sees him, the policeman threatened him that any day he sees him at night, you should just know that that's the end. Yes, that's the end of him on earth. And I'm like, no, you need to take that up.
I think that's what the Akwa Ibom Commissioner of Police wants to fight against. And for me, as sad as this story is, the silver lining there is that there is a police officer out there who still believes that
is not corrupt.
Exactly, and still believes that policing with brutality and torture is not the way forward. So that's just
okay. And this one says CGN to is this squeeze?
CJN to quiz. Yeah. To quiz six
chief judges over conflicting ex parte orders. Okay.
Yeah, the chief judges of River State, Kebbi, Cross Rivers, Anambra, Jigawa, and Imo State will be quizzed on the controversial conflicting orders delivered in their various states. Of course, there are indications that the chief judge of Delta State High Court, although it's not yet confirmed, just indications, will also be invited to join the quizzing process. But basically, the whole process or the whole move is to reset the anti-corruption efforts.
Sort of a revolution.
Exactly, in the judicial system to bring in a new culture of accountability. And honestly, corruption in the judicial system of Nigeria is long overdue. Long overdue. Okay, and on that note, we'll take a quick break, and when we return, the show continues. Stick around. Back, you're still watching Hello Africa, and of course we're taking you through the top stories, what is buzzing in politics, and of course we'll be also diving into all the top stories. And I'm not doing the show alone, I've got BC with me. Okay, we'll just go straight into the stories. All right, Canada allies are wary of China's move to fill Western void in Afghanistan. You know, since Taliban took over Afghanistan, obviously we knew for the next few weeks and months, possibly months, Afghanistan will be making headlines continuously. So, of course, this is another one. And knowing fully well that we're in September, the presence of military troops from Canada, US, and other international communities have, withdrawn totally from Afghanistan. Exactly, they've done their evacuation and all of that. So now there's this hearsay that China is moving into fill that void.
Wow.
And everybody's wondering, like, China, what are you doing? What's your move?
Is it like a planting? I don't know.
Honestly, I don't know. But
so although ask,
Afghanistan and China share a small piece of land border that, abords the Chinese province of Xinjiang. Obviously I can't pronounce that properly. I'm not Chinese, but basically that's where Beijing has detained a lot of other extremists.
Okay, I'm still seeing the next story still has something to do with Chinese. It says Taiwan scrambles jet against renewed Chinese military activity. So I think it's still
it's still the same story, because although experts say China is after the copper mine in Afghanistan or other rare earth minerals found in Afghanistan. But then China is saying they want Afghanistan, led by Taliban now, to have good international relations with international community, especially their neighbors. But China now, they will definitely get a return on any investment at all.
I stumped on a news by a reporter, that the Taliban are very disappointed at the military, American military.
Yes, military.
Destroyed. Not just abandoning their equipment and, their planes, but they destroyed everything. And I'm like,
disappointed.
Are you guys sleeping on a bicycle? Were they supposed to leave everything, all the weapons for you,
thanks
so you
for
go
coming.
back and destroy them?
Here's our Black Ox. Use it to do, no, they won't. America will not do that.
They destroyed the helicopters. They would have just handed it over to them. And I'm like, wow.
Firstly, no international superpower has acknowledged you as the ruling government of Afghanistan yet. So nobody can start weaponizing you.
No.
Nobody can start giving you aid or financial support. So calm down. Just relax first. Let people accept you, and then we'll know where the aid will come from.
Okay, this one says
children injured after missile intercepted over Saudi Arabian oil region.
It's sad.
A very sad one. Very sad
my God. Wow.
Children are violence. No.
Yeah, it's really sad. Let's try to just save our kids from all forms of danger, because I'm just thinking to myself, where were the kids? Where were the parents?
Probably
so many questions.
Given the fact there is an intercepted
head.
missile, it obviously wasn't sent to Saudi Arabia oil region, but when it was intercepted, possibly the next place you could have just exploded was, the remnants and then.
Whoa.
So I think it's just like collateral, even if it's hard to say, collateral damage.
We wish all the kids that were injured speedy recovery, because we didn't record any serious casualty, just the casualty of injuries. Okay, and this one says Texas new abortion law will tighten grip of generational poverty. Advocate says, okay, people are advocating that they should go ahead and legalize abortion, because some parts of Texas, it's not even some part, like it's a no-no. Okay, when anybody is being found about, abortion and stuff like that, they frown at it, basically.
Yeah, actually, this new
but
bill...
it's ongoing, though. We still have
certain
people that are hidden, they have hidden places where people can go get this whole abortion thing.
Yeah, for this one particularly, they've passed the bill that abortion after 6 weeks is now banned. It's against the law.
6 weeks?
Yeah,
wow,
where they detect, not really formed, it's just the heartbeat, where they can detect a fetal heartbeat. Do you understand? And abortion advocates are saying, look, these people will not be able to afford to bring children into this world. So taking away their rights or their ability to abort means that you're letting them bring children into poverty, to continue the cycle of generational poverty. And for me personally, this is my own personal opinion, I feel like abortion should, yes, it should be. Because if we're being honest, if we're being realistic, the world the world population is growing at an exponential rate that we are not even ready for. There's too many limited resources, there's too many enough to go around. And of course, we can't tell people to start saying, give it to just one child. Some people want to give it to 2 or 3 that can actually afford it. So for those who can afford to take care of children and then they want to abort, why are you stopping them? If you're going to stop them from aborting, then provide facilities for them to at least be able to take care of the children, which means you're going to have to
You're
finance.
even talking about the adults. I'm looking at the young girls. Some, they're not even teenagers. I've seen a girl of 9 struggling to give birth, and she died. Yes.
Sorry, that.
And it's
Apologies for
really
that
an
reaction.
unfortunate one, because it wasn't as if she just opened herself, she was raped.
See,
So in that
that's
case,
another
I
angle.
mean, that thing should be taken out.
In cases like that, rape and other sexual assaults that turns out to lead to pregnancy, I feel like they should have access to all-round, whichever time at all, abortion. But then the real issue they're even fighting against is that if Texas, they're protesting that since Texas is going along with this, people in Texas will find it difficult to abort, and they would have to leave Texas to get the abortion procedure, flying out of that, and that's very costly, and not everyone can actually afford that. So it's a lot of protests going on, but I don't think they are willing to go back on that, because most of the people who actually passed this bill are Republicans.
Oh, okay. Some people are looking at it like it's politics.
It's politics. It's politics.
involved.
There's a broader view to it of the
wow.
Republicans' move to ensure that Donald Trump comes back again for another run. But, you know, he's still here saying and all of that. But hey.
I'm of the opinion, because I advocate for gender-based violence. I have a lot of foundation I work with from time to time. Let's create awareness. Okay, let's educate our children, sex education, all those things, because the rate of rape, the rate of, you know, teenage pregnancy is skyrocketing every second.
Which is
so
why
if we are able, because truly, if they even say, okay, they should legalize abortion and stuff like that, at the end of the day, we still have situations where some of these children or these girls die of complication. So you can also look at it that it's a 50-50 thing.
it is a 50-50.
Going through abortion is not as safe as you say you want to keep the baby, but the best thing is still prevention. So let's create awareness. Let's educate our girl child.
Well, I understand your point of view when you say create awareness and educate girl child, and saying that abortion is not still 100% safe.
It's not.
But in cases where prevention hasn't worked out, okay, it's a fail-safe, but it has failed. Now,
something has to be done.
The pregnancy is here. This child, as the carrier of the pregnancy, needs to continue education or continue hustling. And then the pregnancy is here. For whatever reason, I don't even want to know. The reason is not what I'm looking at now. The solution is, should she abort? Is the government allowing her to? Or should she be forced to keep a child she's not prepared for?
Wow, a very good one there. We'll just move on to the next. This one says, shark attacks killers chauffeur off Australian East Coast. Oh my goodness. Shark is
attacks.
dangerous, man.
Yeah, it is dangerous, but most sharks will not attack unless they taste or smell blood.
Or blood. So probably he had injury.
A cut.
I'm just thinking, yes.
If he didn't have any cut and the shark just attacked, well,
Well, he's a chauffeur, and I'm just thinking to myself, what happened, really?
Well, he was surfing on the waters, and, you know, probably he's...
Maybe he had
entered
injury.
shark, maybe he entered shark territory, shark.
Or maybe he stepped on it.
No.
Is it possible?
No, that is, no.
Because sharks are really, oh my goodness, they're very dangerous. I've seen some movies, how they break bones and, you know, it's really scary. But, you know, this thing is make
Funny enough,
believe,
sharks are actually gentle creatures. Very gentle. Easy manipulate. As in, you can maneuver with sharks. If you are trained, you can maneuver your way.
I like the word trained, because somebody out there will be like, okay, they are gentle.
The only time sharks get 100% aggressive is once they smell blood. That's it. Once they smell blood,
also when they feel like they are being attacked, so they want to defend
even when they are attacked, most of them get... I mean, sharks are endangered because of man. They attack them for their dorsal fin and all of that. So sharks are actually endangered, but they are actually using... If there's no blood in the water around them, they'll just continue swimming.
So you can swim along with them.
I've
seen a guy swimming along with sharks, but I said that's very daring.
A lot of scuba divers swim along with
I won't even try it.
You won't try petting cats, you won't try petting snakes. Now you won't try swimming with sharks.
Will you even think about it?
I am thinking about it.
Okay. I'll just hold on down. We'll take another break, and when we return, it will be time for entertainment news. Stay tuned. welcome back. You're still watching Hello Africa, and this time around we're bringing you entertainment news, BC, and of course your girl Nita. Okay, Drake.
All right, yeah, Drake teases unreleased songs with Rema and Kanye West. Wow, it's a good
on his radio show.
On his radio show, yeah,
Yes.
his radio shows. Well, it's a good thing. I think we spoke about
Rema.
No, not even Rema. Yeah, we spoke about Rema last
when he
edition
performed
at
Burna
Burna Boy's
Boy's,
event, and Burna Boy was like, he's the young version. So Burna Boy doing a lot of international achievements,
tours and all that,
and Rema coming through too. So yeah, kudos to the Nigerian music.
They are doing us proud. We're really appreciating their
efforts and
consistency.
consistency
In terms of collaborations. We see Tiwa Savage doing something with Brandy. We see, Drake and Wizkid also had something going on. And I think, I saw the video with Busta Rhymes. I can't wait to see what they're cooking. Okay? We're anticipating.
That's going to be a very aggressive track.
Oh my goodness. Busta? Okay.
All right, so this song
interesting.
Says, iconic music producer Don Jazzy speaks on why he lends so much support to social media content creators. I think we spoke about this in our previous episodes, seeing Don Jazzy go up on a lot of skits.
Yes.
And we're like, he's multi-talented and he's using different platforms. Apparently, he has a sort of ambition, or not even ambition, a sort of vision to do all of this. And in a statement, he said that he would, paraphrasing, he just wants to showcase Africa, basically, to the world. Not just Afrobeat, but he said, we keep shouting Afrobeats to the world. And it's not only Afrobeats, there's Nollywood to the world, there's makeup industry to the world, there's fashion industry to the world, comedy industry, anyone we can.
There is Hello Africa to the world.
Hello Africa to the world, exactly. So he's basically just using his platform to promote the African culture.
Which is amazing.
Really
when you have a platform, be a voice to the voiceless. That is it.
Really
so
simple.
that's exactly what he's doing. Any way he can assist, he's not giving money, but he's appreciating them and putting them on the world map, which is fantastic. So Don Baba J, keep it going. Okay, this is really sad because I really love the fact that they had a lot going on, Two-Face and his wife, okay?
So did Brad Pitt.
And all of a sudden, he said, okay, she's the chosen one. Because, he had a lot of escapades.
No, don't call it escapades. He had a lot of seed sowing journey.
Okay, he was a farmer that kept on sowing seeds. But today's
seeds.
on Friday. Don't make me... Okay, so basically, I felt really pained when I saw this going around the social media. Let me just read this. Two-Face Idibia's brother continues to drag Annie, says she has assaulted the singer severally in public. Okay, back to what I was saying. He felt she was the chosen one, in as much as there was Amaka, there was this, there was that. Amaka disappointed him. But Annie is the African queen that we all know. So what happened after 8 years?
At some point, the African queen gets tired of the kingdom, of the crown.
African king, because the king is open to...
Wait, hold up. That's not what we're talking about. Have you seen what Two-Face brother is saying? And of course, you might say Two-Face brother might want to take sides.
Yeah, sentimental
but even at that, everything he's saying is still, you can't just dismiss it. Okay,
there's no smoke without fire,
exactly,
right?
You have to look at it.
And even her own angle too. But do you know what I didn't like? I saw some people questioning her, saying stuff. If you're not cool, like you think this thing is going to choke you, it's not a do or die affair.
It's not though.
It's not.
It's not.
If it's going to kill you emotionally, it's better you withdraw yourself. Take a break. I'm not saying you should break completely, but maybe just, you need a breather. You get what I'm saying? Just take a break and try to see how you can work things out again. But going totally, oh my goodness, I never saw them, parting ways, basically.
To say she...
It's really sad. That's what I'm saying.
I know it's sad, but anybody that married me, I see them, they can part ways.
Love and all that. Well,
Brad Pitt and Angelinko.
You can say that again. I mean,
it was like
endless.
It was couple goals and small time. Look at Bill Gates and Melinda Gates.
Oh, that's why I said the list is endless. Every part is being touched.
When you said take a break, I was going to say, well,
if it's not healthy, if it's toxic, then just take a walk.
Not just to walk, but like obviously, someone has to seek help, professional help. But then,
and if it's not working,
at what point do you decide when it's not working?
when your life has been threatened,
Okay,
when your
that's
life
fair
has been threatened,
enough.
it's high time
That one
for
does not
you.
need professional.
Yes,
Just go.
please.
Go.
Just go. Don't even think about
stop
it.
Go. Carry your
Yes.
children and go. All right.
Take your children and go. I remembered, was it last week thereabout? It was also buzzing. Peter, is it Peter? No, Paul of Peace Square, okay? And his wife, she filed a divorce saying she was being abused physically and all that. But some people are coming and saying nothing of such. Okay, so the next one says, Basket Mouth talks creating Ghana Jollof series soundtrack. Okay.
Kudos to Basket Mouth.
Basket Mouth.
All right, so let's move to the next one. Chike Agada releases visual for a single, Vibrates.
Chike is the same guy that sang Running to You, right?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
It should be.
All right, and then we will just dive straight into BB Niger updates. That's what we're going to be doing next.
Okay.
And a lot has been going down. Some people were evicted on Sunday, so...
One power couple self was evicted.
Did you call them for? I'm not going to be on that table with you. Okay, so let's take a quick break. And when we return, we'll be giving you all the juicy news in BB Niger. Stay tuned. Welcome back. You're still watching Hello Africa, and we're diving straight up into BB Niger. You've missed the part where we talked about the top stories, updating you, but all you need to do, of course, is to, go back and do a replay in case you've missed any of the segments we've talked about, because we've also done the entertainment news. And now it's time for BB Niger updates. It's season 6, and it's buzzing really, really hot. And of course, BC is still here with me in the studio.
All right, great to be with you again. And the first story is, I am not normal. Tega speaks amid falling on kings. Let me finish.
Okay,
let me finish this.
Go on.
I am not normal. Tega speaks amid falling on king size eviction. I like that quote, king size eviction.
It's king size.
It was really
after
king
all
size.
the display. It's
after
not Friday. Let me just keep whatever it is.
After all the, oh Lord, I miss you right now. After all the whole emotion, Lord. Anyways,
well, it's a game.
It's a game.
One must win and one must go. So
even if it means,
it's not everybody that's going to win.
Even if it means dragging the person that you are in a situationship with out of the house, stuff you can go out of the house together.
They can continue.
Continue.
Because
one
she
is
said
married,
she does
though.
not. Well,
one
she
is married.
Tega is married. Boma is not married. Yeah, we call this.
She Boma will not do side guy.
I'm not going to be the one to say this, but I mentioned one time when we talked about what she's been up to in the house, about her husband coming out to say stuff like
he supports what she's doing.
Yes, and not just about supporting. He also said he won't blame his wife.
He said a lot of things.
Yes, because he said he cheated. Even in their matrimonial bed.
Now she don't win the 90 million.
And she said she's not normal. So you guys,
now we'll see what will happen.
Normal.
Now we'll see what will happen. That's what I want to watch. What will happen to the marriage?
As the news unfolds, we'll definitely dish it out to you. And the next one says,
White Money reveals why he wants to smoke the peace pipe with Pere before facing eviction. Okay.
Okay.
There's something called peace pipe. Okay.
Like, so maybe when they meet outside,
no hard feelings.
Yes, bro.
See, White Money,
it was a game.
White,
you know what I'm saying?
White Money is a man of peace.
White money for the money. Yeah. I don't know who else you're supporting, but well, let's move on. Liquor Rose. Oh, okay.
Okay, no, you can go ahead with that.
Liquor Rose and her team win all expenses paid trip to Dubai and 500,000 naira each. Interesting. Congratulations. Team that work together wins together.
Teamwork. Very important.
Teamwork. Okay. This is actually revealing something you'll find out soon.
All right. Sasuke chooses J. Paul ahead of Cross in the love affairs. Was anybody thinking it was going to be Cross? I mean, we all knew it was going to be J. Paul from day one. Like, it was J. Paul.
Okay. Sasuke, I must commend you. You are beautiful.
I know, right?
She's beautiful.
Very beautiful.
Okay, moving on.
Tega again says Hobby agreed she could do anything on the show aside sleeping with another housemate. Interesting. Now the question is,
you broke the code.
No, did she break the code?
You agreed. So there's
well,
an agreement.
It's not her fault. Hormones.
She went against the
contract.
contract.
Hormones took the best of her. I mean, she's a human being.
She can control herself. The fact that you're married, I'm not judging you, Tiger, but you see, I think she just wanted, two can play the game. In their case,
it's 1-1 half
two
time.
can play the game. Did you say 1-1?
Yes, now 1-1 half time. Her husband said he cheated on him. This one, she even honored him. It wasn't on matrimonial bed, but it was on national TV. But hey, well,
for the public to see.
She said it's on.
She said she's not normal.
She's not normal.
Okay, and that wraps it all up for BB Niger updates. And when we return, Pelumi will be taking us through the sports updates. Stay tuned.
Thank you for staying with us. It's still Hello Africa, your favorite morning magazine show. And now it's time for the sports updates. Let's dive right into it. PL, Premier League, EFL players urged to get COVID vaccine in government videos. Professor Jonathan Van Tam, the Deputy Chief Medical Officer for England, will encourage footballers to get the COVID vaccine. Concerns in the game that players are reluctant to do so. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and Steve Bruce among the managers to admit that some of their players are unvaccinated. As part of a government campaign to vaccinate the young, England's Deputy Chief Medical Officer Van Tam has highlighted the importance of getting the jab in a message that will be shown to players by the Premier League and EFL, as well as videos to be sent to players. Videos have been made for fans too. This will also be shared by the Premier League and EFL in the near future. Taylor, I knocked down Pakwa's conqueror. Taylor is still willing to move up a division to challenge WBA champion Ugas and shared details of a sparring session which sparked a heated response from the Cuban on social media. Yes, I believe in my own ability, Taylor told Sky Sports News. I have goals and targets and things I want to reach. I do a lot of visualization and manifesting things. My longer-term goal is to become a two-weight world champion by winning a belt at welterweight. I can beat these guys. Ugas, we sparred in Vegas, and it went well. That's all I'll say, and it went very, very well. I dropped him. If that fight came around, I've got more experience. I've been in big fights. This was at a time before I had fought for titles. Now I've been in hard fights, big fights for titles. I can beat these guys. I really do believe in my ability. WSL champions Chelsea beaten by Arsenal in 5-goal thriller. Women's Super League champions Chelsea were beaten in their season opener, losing 3-2 to Arsenal in a thrilling encounter at the Emirates. It took just 14 minutes for the first WSL goal for the Jonas Eidval era at Arsenal, at last season's Golden Boot runner-up Viviane Medina thundered an effort home into the bottom corner. It was a similar finish at the other end as Chelsea equalized just before the break, producing a wonderful finish to make it 1-1. But 4 minutes after halftime and Arsenal restored their lead, firing a wonderful effort home 11 minutes later, and the forward adding her second of the afternoon, rounding the oncoming and Katrin Berger to roll the ball over the line. Brilliant Bird delivers Group 1 gold in Paris. William Hager's court took the measure of top-level opposition as his first attempt, extending his winning sequence to 5 in a career which only began in Leicester maiden in June. Jim Crowell had Shardwell's son of C, the Stars, in touch in a feud of 6 as outsider in November, still led by 5 lengths into the straight, having been rushed to the front after missing the break. Baird was moving well, however, and confirmed he had matters in hand, taking over 2 furlongs out and proving too strong in the finish to win by a length and a quarter as the 4-11 favourite from Aidan O'Brien Breeders' Cup winner, Order of Australia. And lastly, Man City women stormed to opening win at Everton. Gareth Taylor's side, who have finished as runner-up in each of the past 4 seasons, broke the deadlock when Debonte Vicky Losada fired in off the post at 26 minutes before Gianni Becky doubled the lead 10 minutes later. Prolific Jamaica forward Khadija Shaw added another less than 2 minutes later at 38 minutes, and though there was an improvement from Everton after the break, City captain Steph Houghton added the goals added the gloss with a stunning free kick at 67th minute. Victory sends Man City to the top of the embryonic table ahead of the remainder of the opening weekend fixtures. And that wraps it on our sports update. Stay tuned and we'll be back with our topic for the day and also our weird facts.
Welcome back. You're still watching Hello Africa, and of course, this is where we bring you the topic of the day. It's Monday, and we have situations where people find it difficult to work with their colleagues, with their friends, and we try to bring you topics that will help you stay productive as a team. So we're asking today, what really are the importance of teamwork? And of course, we'll be sharing some amazing benefits with you. Thank you so much, BC, for that wonderful sport update.
You're welcome.
Okay, so now we actually know what's happening in the sports world. All right, the first one, when you hear the word teamwork, before we go into the benefits, what comes to mind?
To be honest, sports.
Teamwork,
Sports. I mean, like that's like the most basic explanation of teamwork. Any team, any kind of sports, that is not any kind of sport actually, any kind of sports.
Okay.
Yeah. Teamwork, that's it.
There's a goal to win.
There's a goal, there's a
the
cup,
trophy.
the trophy, the title, anything.
Okay.
And you have to work with a lot of different individuals who share the same vision to win that same cup and same goal. And
different temperaments as
different temperaments,
well.
honestly.
Okay.
Different temperaments.
Yes.
Very important.
Yes. So I think when it comes to teamwork, you have to understand that you have a vision. If you understand your vision of working together as a team, it makes the work go smoothly. No matter your differences, no matter, you know, your weak points, nobody is perfect, but you should be able to have a common goal. Like you said, the trophy.
The trophy,
And at the workplace, what do you think should be maybe the reward?
Okay, well, let me use events. Planning and coordinating events. With teamwork, the goal is to ensure the seamless flow of the event. All right, there's no hiccups. Guests are not complaining. And at the end of the day, to give the guests a wonderful experience. The kind of experience that they'll be like, that event was worth it.
And it also brings back, you know, more recommendations.
It brings back more
for
recommendations.
the
For me,
planner.
the highlight of that kind of productive teamwork is when you get feedbacks from the guests and even the clients, and they hear things like, "Wow, we loved your team. Your team was so on point." You know, that for me, that's just
you
the
work together, so it has to do with togetherness, unity, understanding one another. When you're done, you can go fight dirty, but somebody has been satisfied. Your client is not complaining, which is key.
Exactly.
I like that angle, really. I really like that angle. And just imagine a group of doctors surgeons, about to commence maybe a surgery on a patient, and they're not in agreement. There's going to be a lot of mistakes. That's where you have situations where they dump some
inside the patient.
No matter what, at that time you have to be sensitive.
Scissors that is, as in, it's not tiny. How did you forget? Hey.
It's not tiny. Sometimes they even leave the longest one in there.
How?
Cutting wool and all those stuff.
When you were stitching, no seeds.
Because they were angry. Somebody was doing something that they didn't like. So I remember I was watching a particular, documentary? It has to do with doctors going through different surgery, complicated cases. And they must make sure this person comes back alive, no matter how hard the situation is. So when they start arguing, you're meant to put this, they just say, okay, let's take a breather. So they go sit at, the lobby, they take some, yes.
The person they're operating on, is it still on the table?
It's still on the table.
Opened up.
Opened up. Yes, they do it. They just say, oh yeah, stitch the person back.
Okay,
they stitch the person back and go. They put oxygen and all that stuff.
All right.
They make sure the person is,
stable.
Yes, it's stable.
Because
then they go have that meeting round table. Okay, what can you do? What can you do? And they come back together and they achieve success. And I learned so much from that teamwork. And teamwork makes the job better, if you ask me. Because with you can just achieve just a bit, but teamwork, you achieve more.
Much more.
Okay, let's go into the benefits, okay? The top benefits that working in a team brings.
Teamwork, the first one, teamwork improves productivity.
Absolutely.
Yeah, highly engaged teams show a 21% increase in profitability. As for startups that are running, and they want to ensure the best profitable action. Ensure people work in teams. Super productive and profitable.
Okay, and this one says it brings about greater synergy. Amazing, amazing, because just like I just, cited an example with the medicals, okay?
Yeah.
If you are not working as a team, there's going to be a lot of complication. And you will lose your license at the end of the day when they investigate and discover that you made flimsy mistakes that can be excused, okay? So
for the event space, when you're coordinating with other coordinators, and sometimes the event is so large you have to work with other planners. The synergy there is you see a particular portion of the hall being coordinated by a particular event brand, another one by an event brand, and everybody's going around doing their own business. There's no mix-up. Nobody knows. Nobody's confused of what is what. You understand? That flow, priceless.
Awesome. Okay. So it all boils down to them having a meeting before the due date.
I was even going to say this. Teamwork involves you understanding your individual team members, knowing their strengths, so that you can know what to delegate to who.
Okay. Amazing.
So, number 3, it increases innovation.
Absolutely.
Exactly. Teamwork brings about better brainstorming, better communication.
Yes.
Because when people come together to think, to achieve the common goal, ideas coming forth will be directed towards that common goal, not shooting outside.
No.
Exactly. So.
Like I used to say something, if you are the smartest person in the room, then you just need to change your circle. Because you should be able to tap from this, they tap from you, you get give and take. Don't even hide, because I have situations where somebody will like, I'm so intelligent, and they just keep it to themselves. And they want somebody to fumble first. No.
So that you'll not say like, actually, if you had
it's
done
like
this,
and I'm like,
Uncle Cinda, don't actually anything.
You are not a good leader.
At all.
You are not a good leader, because when it comes to teamwork, it brings about innovation, productivity, synergy, and all that. For you to achieve that, you should be able to share ideas. Okay, the next one says, engages employees, okay? Teamwork enables employees to socialize, discuss openly, and have conversations beyond work. When you work together as a team, it's easy for you to say, let's go have a drink, let's go have lunch and stuff like that. And while you're having that lunch, you just remember something. Oh, why can't we just come up with this and, infuse it like a segment for this. And before you know it, you will be achieving something incredible.
Yeah. Okay, this next one says it enhances flexibility. It's like a follow-up to the synergy part. Like I was saying, different event brands coordinating different parts of the...
Yes.
I'm sorry, I'm using events a lot. Different event brands
coordinating. He's an event planner. In case you have an event, please reach out to him.
So different event brands.
You pay some percentage for these adverts.
Okay. It's me and you. So different event brands planning different, coordinating different sections in event hall, and your own section in your team. You notice that, okay, one person whose responsibility is supposed to do this is overworked with one task. Okay, you know that you can chip in for the time being to assist that person, and then still go back to your, because everybody is aware of the other person's responsibility, and then they can fit in when the other person is like slacking off, so that there is no lapses, so that your client does not see any shortcomings.
Yes,
that's what and the beauty of it is that, that's why I said it's like a follow-up to the synergy. You don't necessarily point it out. You don't shout like, oh, okay, sorry, come and help me.
No.
You notice it, and then you swing to action, and then it's resolved. So nobody notices anything.
Nobody knows. Then later
that
you can resolve
exactly.
whatever
That's the flexibility.
happened. Yes, amazing. You really dissected that properly. Yes. Okay, the next one. In case you're just watching and wondering, what are they talking about? We're talking benefits of working as a team at the workspace or whatever place you find yourself and you need to work with the next person. We are just telling you that it's important for you to have synergy, work together, understanding. So the next one says, working as a team, you overcome obstacles. Okay, when a team faces a challenge, they can utilize their variant learning to come up with multiple solutions to tackle the problem. Teammates also help each other through their difficult, those better able to handle any hiccups, just like he mentioned earlier. So he's actually said so much. We understand that of the truth. If you work together as a team, you'll be observant, you'll be sensitive to see what is not happening right, and you just fit in and nobody gets to know. So that's where overcoming obstacles comes in. And the next one says,
teamwork helps improve service levels. So for this one, I think this one will probably stick with like the banking industry, like the bank I use, the engineers. The bank I use, I'm not going to mention their name, don't worry. But the bank I use, I enjoy their customer service. They're very articulate. Honestly, you go in with a particular complaint, you don't see them having to bicker amongst themselves. They tell you, okay, see this person on so floor, see this other person. I am moving seamlessly, you understand? There's no need to like explain from the beginning what it is. And I love my bank, actually. I actually do love my bank.
Okay. All right, so we're talking about improved services. It can also be back to event planning.
Yes, it can also be back to event planning.
Because you render services. So if you're not able to work as a team, your services will not be nicely carried out.
For the event planning, most clients love when they see their event planners, team members, functioning without the event planner having to like be on their toes every 30 minutes. To monitor, exactly. Like everybody knows
what to do.
And the way I was trained, once a client comes directly to me, 80 to 90% of the question you ask the event planner, I can attend to. I don't need to go and meet the planner and say, okay, this is what the client, no. Right there on the spot, you tell me what it is, and we'll resolve it there.
Oh, interesting.
Clients really love that.
Okay. Another benefit of working together as a team is gain fresh perspectives. Like we said, you should not hide your ideas, and it makes the other person's knowledge broader, basically. Okay, when team work together, they are able to discuss, share variety of perspectives of a situation. This gives a chance to look at a problem from multiple angles.
Because in a team, there are different views, different opinions, different perspectives.
We can be on the same table.
It can't be straight line. Just to be.
But at the end of the day, is achieving one goal. One goal. That's our aim.
How we achieve the goal can be different, but like it's just one goal. All right. So this other one says teamwork builds trust. Teamwork creates a strong bond and a team that enjoys working together. Very interesting. All right. So again, for the event bit. Most time, I love what I do as an event planner. So when I work with people who love what they do as well, the work is easier. And I trust them. I trust them with more responsibilities, more tasks, more obligations. The moment I see that, okay, you can't be trusted, or like your strength is not at the level. It's questionable. Your commitment is questionable. Okay, I know that I can't give you vital responsibility or roles. I can give you the sublet part, like, okay, just stay off the field. You can just stay on the sideline and help me monitor some checklists. But like active duty, no, I'm not going to trust you with that.
If I need to expatiate on what you just said concerning building trusts, because it actually brings about opportunity. Maybe there's an opportunity out there and I know your capacity, what you can do. I can trust you to deliver. Maybe there is a seminar and I'm booked for some event or something, I'm not available. I'll say, oh, I have someone who is going to do it. And trust me, you will love this person because he will deliver. Because I've been able to work with you as a team. I know that you can really come out with something incredible at the end of the day. Okay, and lastly it says it simplifies conflict resolution.
It's basically a follow-up of building trust, because when there's trust, conflict resolution becomes easier.
Because you understand
the people, you understand the people you're working with, you understand that, okay, this person will not react this way unless this was done. And then you can easily get to the bottom of it, and then things just, get resolved easily.
Okay. right. Thank you so much. You did so well with, breaking it down, how we can work as a team, and of course, sharing the benefits of teamwork. We'll take a quick break, and when we return, the best part BC likes is word facts. Stay tuned.
All right.
Africa, and of course this is time for the word facts. BC likes that a lot.
You also like
And
it.
I know I like it too. Okay,
right.
just go straight to what we have here.
Okay, so the first word fact we have today is apparently the world's fastest ant runs faster than Usain Bolt.
Okay.
Wow.
I'm still thinking the world's fastest ant.
It's like as if they know the name of that ant, that particular one
They
ant
should
that
give
is
us
the
a
fastest
name.
ant. This is just...
Oh my God.
Although I did come across a fact that if
Ants.
ants were in the sizes of not humans, of cars, or humans rather, their speed would be equivalent to that of a Ferrari.
Whoa.
That's what I heard. I don't know how to confirm that.
That's weird.
It's weird.
That's weird. Okay, let's move on. The longest noodles ever made is more than 10,000 feet long. That's almost 2 miles. Wonder how long it will take us to slope that.
Nope, not me.
Is it competition?
Nope.
And I'm just thinking to myself, I think they just wanted to break a record, and they did.
But now who's going to eat this?
No, when they are done breaking the record, they will bring some knife, hammer, everything, and just chop off the whole thing.
Nah, I'm not eating that.
I'm not eating it.
As much as I love food, this is
I'm not even a noodles person. It's just once in a blue moon. Yes, once in a blue moon. I'm not a noodles fan. So.
All right, so this one says to make 1 pound of honey, a bee has to fly 90,000 miles. The one bee typically only makes 1/12 of a teaspoon of the stuff in its lifetime.
Oh my God.
So one bee cannot even make 1 full teaspoon.
That's why you have,
that's why they reproduce a lot.
Yes.
A lot.
Man.
There's a queen that just continues giving birth, just reproduces.
Okay.
The honey industry.
The next one says the expression "heart of gold" was invented by Shakespeare. Shakespeare.
What else? What else did Shakespeare invent? All these love, heart things they invent.
You've got a heart of gold.
Leave Shakespeare
I'm just even saying it because you've not even done anything there. Yes, let's call a spade a spade. Okay, you've got a heart of diamond.
That's hard now. That one is like the hardest substance on earth. That's very hard.
That's even more precious than gold.
Yeah, but it's hard.
Okay, let's move on.
You say this one.
Okay, the technical term. Wait, I'm sure it's something bad.
No, it's not something bad. No,
go on, go on.
Nita,
I'll push it back to
ladies,
you.
I insist.
No,
I
the
insist.
lady says the men should handle it.
The technical term for a fear of long words is showing on your screen right now. It's showing. Hippopotamono. Oh Jesus.
Oh, I see. Is that was a setup?
No way you can no way you can self-diagnose yourself with this one. No, like I can't. No lady will pretend to say that she has phobia for long words and say this. I'll just ask you, what's the name of that phobia? If you can pronounce it, then
no way you can self-diagnose yourself with that one. Nice. All right. Okay.
So now you read this one. Now.
Yes, let me read this one. Turns out a dog paw print.
A dog's paw print
is, just as unique as humans. Good news for dog detectives. Okay, so they have this
unique prints,
just the way we have ours. Okay.
I did not notice.
Dog detectives. I've seen quite a number of dog detectives. If you don't treat dogs right, they seize the dog from you and you can be arrested. Yeah,
especially those who do underground dog fights.
Yes,
it's strongly illegal.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Did you know that gorillas, monkeys, bonobos, and I hope it's not baboons they were supposed to be here, but anyways, and other primates make a new nest to sleep in every night.
Nest, just like you have birds sleeping in nests.
Yeah, but birds don't make their nest every night.
Every night?
Every night.
They are very organized.
It's not like as if their nest is one major thing. I just cut like one of
the leaves.
Or 5 branches and mush it together and that's it. They're good to go.
Okay.
I did not make it seem like as if they're constructing king size bed.
Okay, a tomato is actually a fruit and a vegetable at the same time. Yeah, I know. Yes, and you can, yes, and it's very good, ladies, for your skin. If you want, if you want to have a glowing skin without wrinkles, you want to age right.
So why are they not
apply it on your face, okay, like your scrub. Yes, allow it to sink in. I'm just giving you free tips on the show today. It helps. Even the guys can use it too. You want to have a glowing skin and all that.
Don't look at me. I'm good. I am so good.
Okay, I wasn't looking at you.
I'm just saying, I'm not rubbing tomatoes on my face.
Okay, the next one.
You can't lick your elbow. I dare you, try it. Try it. Go ahead. Just keep trying. Keep trying. You can't lick your elbow.
Okay, that was daring, though.
That was there, yeah.
Okay, and the last one says you can't tickle yourself.
Yeah.
No, you can't.
You can't.
I mean, it's always when somebody tries to do that and you know, tickle.
Another form of tickle. I'm talking about.
Tickling yourself
No, it's Monday. It's Monday.
What are you thinking?
I wasn't thinking anything.
Oh my
what do you think I was thinking?
On that page with
what do you think I was thinking? It's Monday, please.
It's Monday. And we talk teamwork.
Nita, it's Monday. Be professional. It's Monday.
Oh my goodness.
It's Monday.
We just finished Word Facts. And Word Facts has a way of bringing out some stuff, but we really appreciate you all for watching today's show. And this brings it all a wrap for the show.
Thank you for joining us on today's episode. I remain BC. Stay safe, wear a nose mask, and keep the social distance.
Awesome. And of course, always work as a team. Keep your dreams alive and don't let it die. I'll see you on the next one. My name is Nita, aka African Opera. I love you. See you then.